Well, hello there, lovely people, and a huge warm welcome back to Speak Better Daily. We are so happy you're with us today. Really, whether you're listening on your walk, cooking dinner, sitting on a bus, or hiding from responsibilities, we're glad you're here.
Absolutely. Whenever we see the numbers go up and new listeners join us, we honestly get this little spark of joy. It's like, oh, someone out there is learning with us right now.
And if you're brand new here, hi, I'm Lena.
And I'm Tom. And this podcast is all about making English feel easy, friendly, and real. No boring grammar lectures, no complicated explanations. Just conversation and simple techniques you can use immediately.
Exactly. We're like your English-speaking friends who talk a little slower and explain things without making you feel bad.
Today we're talking about something every English learner struggles with. Seriously, everyone.
Yes, from beginners to advanced learners, this problem is universal, a real monster in the mind.
And that monster is translating in your head.
You know what we mean, right? You hear a question in English and your brain goes, okay, wait, let me translate every single word one by one, slowly, painfully.
And meanwhile, the other person is just standing there like, hello, are you still with us?
Exactly. And the worst part, you know the words, but they don't come out fast enough.
So, today's episode is super important, especially for beginners and anyone who wants to speak faster and more naturally.
By the end of this episode, you'll know exactly how to stop translating in your head and start thinking directly in English.
And don't worry, we have lots of examples, practical exercises, funny stories, and simple steps you can use right away.
Before we jump in, just a tiny reminder. If you enjoy learning English with us, please subscribe or follow us. It helps the channel, it helps us keep making content, and it helps you find new episodes easily.
Plus, it makes us smile. A lot. Like a weird amount.
All right, are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's do this. Let's learn how to think in English and stop translating everything in our heads.
Okay, before we learn how to think in English, we need to understand why our brains keep translating everything like tiny, overworked translators.
Yes, and it's not because something is wrong with you. It's not because you're bad at languages. It's simply because your brain is doing its job.
Exactly. Your brain loves using what it already knows. It's like your brain says, excuse me, we already have a language. Why are we learning a new one? This seems unnecessary.
Your brain is basically a lazy employee who wants to take the easiest path. And the easiest path is English to your language, back to English.
The problem, that path is slow. Very slow. Imagine driving a car, but taking the longest road every single time.
That's what translating feels like. You know the words, but they have to pass through a long line of security checks in your brain. Passport control, baggage scan, customs, and the person speaks to you in English while you're still waiting in line.
Haha, exactly. And then your brain panics. It's like, oh no, I know this word. I just saw it on page 32 of my textbook, but it doesn't come out.
And here's the important thing. You translate because that's how you learned English at the beginning.
Teachers, apps, textbooks, they all start with translation. This word means this sentence means that.
Which is good at first, but later translation becomes a habit your brain doesn't want to quit.
Think about it. When you learned your first language as a child, you didn't translate anything. You just listened and repeated and guessed.
But as adults, we want control. We want to be correct. So we translate everything to feel safe.
And because of that, thinking in English feels impossible.
But here's the good news. Translation is not a life sentence. Your brain can switch modes. It just needs training.
Exactly. And stopping translation is a skill, not a talent. It's something anyone can learn, even if you think your brain is too slow.
Spoiler, your brain isn't slow. It just doesn't trust English yet.
Beautifully said. So to summarize this chapter, why you translate in your head. You learned English through translation. Your brain wants the easiest path. You're afraid of mistakes. You want to be perfect. Translation became a habit.
And habits can be changed.
Yes, starting in the next chapter, where we show you the big mindset shift you need. This is where the magic starts.
Now that we know why we translate in our heads, let's talk about the big mindset shift you need to start thinking in English.
This is the moment everything changes. Ready?
Here it is. Stop trying to speak perfect English.
Yes, perfection is the enemy of fluency. When you aim for perfect grammar, your brain slows down, freezes, and panics.
And guess what? Native speakers don't speak perfectly either. They use simple words, they repeat themselves, they make mistakes all the time.
So thinking in English doesn't mean being perfect. It means being natural.
Natural equals simple, clear, fast enough to keep the conversation going.
Use the English you already know. Don't wait until you remember the perfect word.
If you don't know something, use another word. If you're not sure about grammar, just speak anyway.
Communication first, perfection later. If someone understands you, you're already winning.
So the big shift is simple. Think simple, not perfect.
Once you accept that, your brain finally relaxes and starts thinking directly in English.
And now that we've unlocked the mindset, let's move on to the first practical technique. Thinking in small, easy word blocks.
All right, now that we've talked about mindset, let's get into the first practical step. And honestly, this one changes everything.
Yes, and it's surprisingly simple. Stop trying to think in long sentences. Start thinking in word blocks.
Word blocks are short, quick pieces of English. Not full grammar, not perfect structure, just meaning.
For example, instead of translating, I'm going to eat breakfast now, try thinking, breakfast time. I eat now. Food.
It looks simple, and that's the point. Simple equals fast. Fast equals no translating.
Here's another example. You're leaving home. Instead of translating a whole sentence, just think, keys, phone, let's go.
That's how native speakers think too. They don't create long sentences in their heads. They think in pieces.
Exactly. Here's some easy word blocks you can start using today. Too early. More coffee. No idea. Need water. Almost ready. Let's move. So tired.
These blocks help your brain stay in English without panicking.
And the cool thing is, you can use them anywhere. At home, at work, at the store, on the bus.
Start with 1 to 2 word blocks a day. Your brain will very quickly get used to English thoughts.
And once you master blocks, you can grow them naturally into short sentences later.
But for now, remember, little blocks beat big translations.
Exactly. And now that we've built your first tool,
Let's move to another powerful technique, narrating your day in English.
Okay, this next technique is one of my personal favorites. It's simple, it's fun, and it trains your brain faster than you think.
yes, we're talking about narrating your day in English. Basically, describing what you're doing to yourself.
Not out loud if you don't want to. It can be in your head, your private English narrator.
Like the voice in a documentary, here we see Tom in his natural habitat, searching for coffee.
Honestly, that's accurate. But here's how it works. As you go through your day, you think short English phrases about what you're doing.
For example, when you wake up, I'm awake. So tired. Where's my phone?
In the kitchen. Tea time. I need sugar. No milk. Again.
When you're getting ready, where are my keys? This shirt? No. Okay, let's go.
On the bus. Crowded today. Nice weather. I listen to music.
And the best part, it doesn't need to be perfect English. Simple language is perfect for this exercise.
Yes, the goal is not poetry. The goal is speed.
If you try this for 2-3 minutes every day, your brain will start switching to English automatically.
It's like training a puppy. The more practice, the quicker it learns.
And the more natural English feels.
The key is keep it short. Keep it simple. No pressure.
Think of yourself as the narrator of your own life. Make it fun, make it weird, make it yours.
And soon, English will feel like the default setting, not the translation project.
Next up, how to replace small everyday thoughts with English words.
This next technique is super powerful, and honestly, it works faster than people expect.
Yes, because it's not about full sentences. It's about tiny everyday words. Words you see, touch, use, or think about every single day.
The idea is simple. Whenever your brain says a word in your language, try to switch it to English.
For example, if you see your cup, think cup, not your language version.
If you pick up your phone, think phone. Simple.
When you're hungry, hungry.
When you're tired, tired.
When you turn on the light, light.
These tiny switches are like training your brain gently, quietly, naturally.
And the amazing part is you do this all day long without stress.
No grammar, no pressure. Just small vocabulary pops.
Here are some great everyday words to start with. Cup, keys. Phone, door, water. Shoes, bus. Bag, cold, hungry, tired, money, work, home.
These are the words your brain already uses dozens of times every day, so replacing them with English is easy and automatic.
At first, maybe you do it 5 to 10 times a day.
A week later, it becomes 20 times a day.
And then something amazing happens. English starts appearing by itself.
That's when you know your brain is switching into English mode.
Remember, thinking in English doesn't start with big ideas.
It starts with the tiny words you use the most.
Just like building a house, you start with small bricks.
And these little English words, they're your bricks.
And now that you have them, we can move to the next powerful habit.
Talking to yourself. And yes, it's more helpful than you think.
All right, friends, get ready, because this next technique sounds a little strange, a little funny, but it works like magic.
Yes, we're talking about speaking with yourself. And no, don't worry, you're not going crazy. You're becoming fluent.
Exactly. Talking to yourself is one of the most powerful tools to start thinking in English.
Here's why. When you talk to yourself, there is zero pressure, no fear, no embarrassment, no judgment.
It's just you and your beautiful English brain cells trying their best.
So, how do you actually do it?
Start super simple. When you're alone in the kitchen, say, "Okay, I need a fork," or "Let's make tea."
When you're looking in the fridge, what do I want? Nothing looks exciting.
When you can't find something, "Where are my keys? I had them 5 minutes ago. They're hiding from me."
When you're getting dressed, this shirt? No, too cold today. Okay, this one works.
The key is not to make perfect sentences. Just talk the way a tired person talks to themselves.
Exactly. You're practicing thinking in English in a safe, relaxed way.
And even 1 minute a day helps. That might sound small, but your brain loves these tiny moments.
And if you feel shy about speaking out loud, you can whisper, or you can just move your lips, or do it in your head.
But trust me, speaking out loud is powerful. It trains your mouth and your brain at the same time.
Sometimes I talk to myself in the supermarket, quietly, of course, like, okay, bread, milk, eggs, and maybe chocolate.
Chocolate is essential vocabulary.
When you make self-talk a habit, something amazing happens. English starts popping into your head automatically.
You'll stop thinking, how do I say this in English? You'll just say it.
So remember, talk to yourself equals train your brain without stress.
And the more you do it, the faster English becomes your active language.
All right, let's build on this even more. Next, we'll talk about using automatic phrases, little shortcut expressions that help your brain stay in English.
That's a fun one. Let's go. All right, this next technique is all about speed and confidence. If you want to think in English, you need a set of automatic phrases, expressions that come out of your mouth without effort.
Yes, these are like little shortcuts your brain can grab instantly. No translating, no stress, just quick, easy English.
Think of them as the glue of conversation, the things people say in between real content.
Exactly. And the good news is they're super easy to learn. Let's go through some of the most useful ones.
Number 1, let me think. This is gold. Instead of freezing in silence, your brain buys itself time in English.
Yes, and it makes you sound natural and confident, even if your brain is still loading.
Number 2, I'm not sure. Perfect for beginners. Instead of panicking, you stay in English.
Number 3, what does that mean?
Super useful. You don't have to translate the unknown word, you ask for context.
Number 4, one moment, or give me a second.
These feel very natural in real conversations. And again, they keep you thinking in English.
Number 5, good question.
This one is great because it makes you sound confident even when you have no idea what to say next. I use this in real life all the time. Sometimes because it really is a good question, sometimes because I need 5 seconds to survive.
Number 6, I don't know.
Simple, honest, natural, and much better than freezing in silence.
Number 7, I agree or I disagree.
Excellent for conversations, especially in classes or discussions.
Number 8, that's interesting.
The best phrase when you don't know what else to say. It keeps the conversation going.
Why are these phrases so important?
Because automatic phrases give your brain space. You stay in English while your mind prepares the next idea.
Exactly. They're like little stepping stones that help you cross the river of conversation without drowning.
And the best part? These phrases become automatic fast, sometimes after just a few days of practice.
Use them in your self-talk, in your thinking, in your daily narration. Soon your brain will grab these phrases without translation.
Summary. Remember, thinking in English starts with easy wins. Automatic phrases equal fast, confident English thoughts.
And the more you use them, the less your brain will want to translate.
Next up, one of the biggest problems learners face: chasing the perfect word.
This chapter is a big one because it stops so many learners from thinking naturally in English. And the problem is simple. You're searching for the perfect word.
Yes, you hear a question and suddenly your brain goes, I need the exact, perfect, beautiful English word or I can't speak.
And then your brain freezes because the perfect word takes too long to find.
Here's the truth. Native speakers rarely use perfect words. They use simple ones.
Exactly. Most of the time, we don't say purchase, we say buy. We don't say assist, we say help. We don't say residence, we say home.
So why do learners feel they must use big words? Probably because school teaches vocabulary from textbooks, not from real life.
But real life is simple. Real conversations use the easiest possible words.
So here's the trick to thinking in English. When you don't know a word, explain it with the words you do know.
For example, if you forget the word chef, just say, he cooks in a restaurant.
Perfect. Completely natural.
Or if you forget refrigerator, just say, the cold box. Native speakers will laugh and understand.
Yes, we love creative English. It's charming, and it shows you are thinking in the language.
Here's another example. If you forget library, just say, the place with books.
And that's honestly adorable.
The point is, thinking in English equals using what you have, not what you wish you had.
Your English doesn't have to be perfect. It just needs to communicate meaning.
Communication greater than vocabulary lists.
Exactly. And the more you explain things using simple words, the faster your brain becomes flexible and the less you translate.
Because your brain stops waiting for one correct answer. It starts choosing from many possible answers.
And that is natural thinking.
So remember this rule. If you don't know a word, don't stop. Explain it.
You'll sound confident, creative, and relaxed.
And thinking in English will become 10 times easier.
All right, ready for the final chapter?
Yes, the grand finale, our last tips, and the question of the day.
And here we are, the final chapter. If you're still with us, seriously, we are so proud of you.
Yes, thinking in English is not easy at first, but you've already learned powerful tools today. And now we'll give you a few final tips to make everything even smoother.
Start final tip number 1. Be patient with your brain.
Your brain needs time to switch languages. Don't get angry at yourself. Don't say, "Why is this so hard?" Say, "It's okay. I'm learning."
Exactly. Be kind to your brain. It's doing a big job. Star final tip number 2. Make English a daily habit.
You don't need 2 hours a day. You need 2 minutes here, 3 minutes there, 10 minutes later.
Tiny English moments throughout your day are more powerful than one big study session.
Star final tip number 3, celebrate every small win.
Thought one word in English today? That's a win.
Used a simple phrase automatically? Win.
Did self-talk for 30 seconds?
Big win!
You don't need perfection, you need progress.
Star final tip number 4. Enjoy the process.
Thinking in English becomes easier when you make it fun. Podcasts, jokes, music, self-talk, silly phrases, whatever you enjoy.
The more fun you have, the faster you learn. It's science, or maybe magic. Quick review. What you learned today.
Today we explored 10 chapters full of strategies. You learned how to change your mindset,
Think in small word blocks.
narrate your day,
Switch everyday words to English.
talk to yourself,
Use automatic phrases.
stop chasing perfect vocabulary.
And trust your English brain.
If you practice even one of these every day, you'll see a huge difference in the next few weeks.
Question of the day. And now it's your turn. Here is our question of the day. What is one moment in your day when you can start thinking in English?
Morning? On the bus? Cooking? Before sleep? Tell us in the comments. We read every single one.
Final goodbye. Thank you so much for spending your time with us today. We love helping you grow step by step.
Remember, you can think in English. You're already doing it right now.
Keep practicing, keep smiling, and keep going.
See you in the next episode. Bye.